Okay. Yeah, so this is the second part of your lesson. Um, this is the cartoon you should have had a look at a moment ago. These are some of the key features of the cartoon. That they pretend to like each other. They really detest one another. And the dark clouds represent the coming danger for the world, this global war which became an almost certainty when Adolf Hitler was given an ultimatum by the British and the French to withdraw from Poland, and when he refused to withdraw, war was declared on him 48 hours later. So that's what that represents. What I want you to do then after that is to write this question in your books. Why was the Nazi-Soviet pact important? Why was it significant? What does it represent? Have a read through of these three sources, and then I want you to move on to answering this question. So how far do those three sources agree about the importance of the Nazi-Soviet pact? And then in your first paragraph, I want you to pick two sources that are similar in one way. Give one way the two other sources agree on the importance of the Nazi-Soviet pact, and then pick another two. But remember, one source can offer more than one perspective, more than one view, and then you write about that in the other. And the way you do that is a point, then you give evidence from both sources, and then you explain how they show the importance or the lack of importance for the second one. Okay, and then finally, what I want you to do is just to answer this question: what did Hitler achieve by the Nazi-Soviet pact? For this sort of question, the 4-mark question, we're looking for precise, evidence. You don't want to waffle. 3 clear points that focus on the question will be enough. 4 would be better. Bullet points. So what did he achieve? Well, one thing that he achieved is he did not have to worry about fighting a war on his eastern front, which freed him up to fight a war with France and also Britain on the western front. That's how I would phrase that. For the first one, that would get me a mark. Boom. And you give another 3. And then finally, we're not doing this one. Just something to end the lesson on, just so you understand how astonishing this alliance was between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. They occupied 2 completely different ends of the political spectrum, as we call it. And by that we mean they believed in completely different things, and for them they had a competing vision for how the world should look, and what people's role was in the world. But they had some similarities too. So the Soviet Union wanted to create a paradise for the worker. Nazi Germany wanted to build a strong state for that the people of Germany could be proud of, one that eliminated all internal enemies, and those internal enemies were usually defined by race. So, anti-Semitism, the hatred of Jews, was a key feature of Nazi ideology. Love of the family, tradition, all of those things which they felt Germany had lost were the core ideas of Nazi Germany, and particularly nationalism. That was the key difference between the two. The Soviet Union believed in spreading their idea around the rest of the world and having some equal paradise for workers established throughout the world. So it was an international way of thinking, whereas the Nazis were very strong on German heritage, German ideals, and so it's a very nationalist way of looking. And they thought that the internationalists, the communists, were infecting Germany. So that's why they disagree, and you can see the way they achieved that through totalitarianism was similar. So that's something you can go and research, which is, what does totalitarianism mean? In what ways were Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union different? And in what ways were they similar? Good luck.